everyone. Good evening. I am Miss Anne. I am currently taking up Master of Arts in Mathematics Education with specialization in elementary school teaching. This evening, I will be sharing with you what I have as my reflections in the article, Why Innovation Absolutely Matters in Education. The three main takeaways I got upon reading the article are the following. First is that innovation is not always associated to technology. It actually means better ways of doing something and new ways of looking at problems. To tell you honestly, when I was reading this article, I came across with this statement and I actually paused. I smirked because I was guilty. I am guilty of this statement too. Second is breathe new life into education. Learning experiences could be redesigned to be far more relevant to the students' interests. It should be transformed. To give you an example, the way we were taught by our grade 1 teacher of what 1 plus 1 is may no longer be applicable on how we teach addition to our set of students nowadays. To share with you, in our school, we teach math using the concrete pictorial abstract approach. Before we teach them what really 1 plus 1 is, we actually go over with real objects for them to be able to understand that addition is actually putting things together. Lastly, innovation does not mean creating something from nothing. So this is the reason why innovation absolutely matters because it transforms the lives of our students, especially when our projects are creatively designed, it really leaves impact to their lives. The issues or challenges here are, first, making use of same lesson plans over time. I admit that I sometimes also recycle my lesson plans from a year ago or two because we think that this might be helpful because the assessments that our students before gave us are really exemplary. But we have to remember that they are different kinds of students. Our strategies before might not be applicable to the new sets of students we have right now. Second, thinking of creative ways on how to make our students learn is very challenging. It takes time, effort, proper planning, and scheduling. That is why it's very helpful if we do integrative projects because aside from saving time and effort, it actually lessens the burden of the students from too many projects to make. And lastly, how to encourage teachers to innovate. So this is the challenge to the school leaders. I cannot really deny the fact that there are teachers who are anxious to embrace the new challenges or new changes in the school setup. One concrete example is the shift of the face-to-face setup to the ODL setup. There are really lots of teachers who studied first how to use Google Meet, how to use Zoom, how to use this Canvas or other learning management systems. Make it a habit to revise our lesson plans. Remember that every year, we have different kinds of students and our strategies before might no longer be applicable to them. Also, it's best to contextualize the learning process and assessments. It will also help if it's up to the current trend. Just like, for example, in games which are popular this time to children, like the Among Us, as a springboard in the lesson. From that, you can already ignite the interest of the students. Having integrative projects would also be a great help. We can maximize the time and lessen the burden of the students as well. School leaders should encourage the teachers to innovate. Maybe recognizing the best teachers or best integrative projects every after term. This will serve as a motivation to them. I have have realized that feedbacking and mentoring the teachers is very important. Sometimes, let's admit the fact that we do our best when we know we are observed. Additionally, benchmarking is also important. It will help us in sustaining innovation in schools. Thank you for listening. So that will be all. I hope you have learned something from what I've shared. Thank you and have a nice evening.